Hybrid editing made easy.
This hybrid photography vlog post is brought to you by ProShow.
Photodex.com.
Hey, it's Crockett here, and as long as I had a couple of minutes, I wanted to show you how we're moving the photo files, as well as video files, from a mirrorless camera that has a wireless connection built into it, through a big industrial yard, into a PC, then out to the internet, to a secured portal so my client can see the pictures. Here's the goal. Huge mammoth crane here. Customer wants to see 4 cameras take a picture every 15 minutes from 4 different angles, then report those live through a page on the internet so that they can see wherever they are in the entire world what's going on here and how it's working. Plus, it's really cool, right? We're getting some really totally cool images. So, we, of course, decided in some of the earlier blog posts that we're going with the GoPro Heroes because they can take the heat. In case you're not familiar with the GoPro, it's a small little mirrorless camera that's made to attach to cars and snowboards and surfers. And it comes in a really nice little case that makes it very weatherproof. Now the camera itself actually looks like a toy, doesn't it? It's kind of funny. It only has 3 buttons, a couple ports on the side, a battery, and it uses a USB cable in order to supply electricity to it. So bottom line is, there's a massive construction site here with a once-in-the-lifetime move of what this construction company is going to do. So we have a series of these little GoPro cameras hid out on all kinds of rooftops and on crane booms, all kinds of places. They're going to get a signal through a wireless system that we've installed into the factory that tells the camera every 14 minutes to wake up. Then it confirms it's awake. Then it says, take a picture. Then it moves the picture from the SD card, actually a micro SD card inside here, over to a remote hard drive that we have on the factory's control surface. Then it also goes through the internet to a remote drive on our server. So we have 3 copies of the photo because these photos are actually very important to our client. I'd much rather use a different style camera, but that's the one that's going to hold up here. So each one of the GoPros has the ability to send out a signal wirelessly. Now some of these are way far away and they're using signal boosters to relay that signal forward. So we're collecting everything through one antenna here, 4 cameras, one antenna connected to a PC. The software on the PC that you see up there is a funky piece of software called WiGo. It's written by this Canadian fella who is not big on personality. He's not big on confidence, but he makes a very good product. Not quite sure I would recommend it or not, to be honest with you. If you are a coder and you have coding experience, you could jump on this. If not, if you're a photographer like me, you're going to need to hire a coder, but I have the world's best coder as one of my best buddies, Danny Foster, so I can do silly. I get him into more trouble than anything. There's the system. PC, running Windows 8, WiGo software, a couple other little things back there too, also remote control, so that Ann in Texas can hop into this computer anytime he wants to. iPad to make sure it looks okay on an iPad, laptop to make sure it looks okay on a laptop. You see the picture right here, that's we're using Picassa. It's going to auto-refresh with the system we have created, and it's going to show the newest pictures first. Then we're going to take those images, we're going to send them out to be post-processed. They're going to be corrected, they're going to have a little tone adjustment to them, we're going to put a vignette on them. No need to adjust the sharpness, because the sharpness on these little GoPros is really just fine. It's a 12 megapixel sensor, does a perfect job with video, a good job, a very good job maybe with photo. What are you going to do? But we're going to then be able to take the final images after they've been post-processed and put them up on a beautiful Zenfolio site and allow the client to see the photos live, right, 15 minutes old. Then, a day later, they'll be able to see them all post-processed and ready to make big, gorgeous prints. So cool, right? We're protecting all this inside a tent. The tent has a little net up on the top to keep some air rolling through it, but we're not part of California that we have to worry more about sun and heat than we do rain. But anything can happen at any time. So because this project is going to go on for from 20 to 40 days, we're going to be able to just zip this up. It's got one internet connection, as you can see, coming in, one power, everything else is self-contained, and I can see it from Chicago. Jesus is local here. You can see it from his house. Danny can see it from Texas. This is the way that we're doing jobs. The old days, we used to have 4 guys here 24 hours a day shooting film cameras. Different story now, right? Right on.
Hybrid editing made easy.
This hybrid photography vlog post